Hey guys, Anthony again with another video, and today I'm just going to do a quick review of a coffee drip pot that I picked up recently. And the reason I got this is I always wanted to make my own pour overs at home, and if you guys don't know, if you guys are into coffee, you guys know that pour over is like a big thing right now, and coffee shops, cafes are charging like $5-6 for like a 12 ounce when you go there. But it's super simple, super easy to make at home, and I'll show you guys how to do it in another video or maybe at the end of this video. But you know, one of the most important things besides the coffee for a pour over is actually the drip pot. And if you go to any coffee shop, you know they always got the swan neck coffee drip pot that they use, all the baristas use. But you know, there's many different versions. Most of the places I go to, they're always using the Hario. I think it's like the Hario V60, the drip pot, which is like 1 liter to 1.2 liters. And you know, I tried it out at the store, but I didn't really like it. And also on Amazon, where I buy most of my stuff, it's hard to get one that's actually made in Japan. And the reviews for the ones made in China aren't that great. You know, people saying it's rusty or not. So I decided to pick up this guy, and this one's called a Takahiro coffee drip pot, and this is the 0.9 liter one. And the reason why I got this is because supposedly it's referred to by baristas as the Rolls Royce of coffee drip pots. And you know, you guys might think it's silly if you're not a coffee drinker, but if you're serious about coffee, you know, and you want to make pour overs, I really recommend you really try a swan neck coffee drip pot. It'll help control the flow when you do the pour over. And what I mean by the flow is this part of the neck where the water comes out. You know, you want a nice, slow, steady stream without any breaks. That's what baristas look for. And another cool thing about this one is, besides being made in Japan, you know, it has really nice welds and everything. Feels really great in the hand. And also another thing I noticed about this versus the other coffee drip pots was that the lid is easier to take off, but while I'm pouring, it doesn't feel like it's gonna like just fall off, because it has this nice little dimple right here. I don't know if you guys can see. It's a nice little dimple. But that's another reason why I got this one. And not too many reviews on Amazon about it, but I gave it a shot. I took a risk, and I'm glad I did. And you know, it's not that cheap, guys. I think it retails, if you try to buy it at like a store like Blue Bottle, which does sell the same exact one, I think it's like 150 bucks. But on Amazon, I think I picked it up for like 80 or 90 bucks. And I'll drop the link below for you guys, so you guys can check the current prices or the best price for it. And one other thing I want to let you guys know is that, you know, I wouldn't recommend putting this on a direct heat, but I heard you can. What I like to do is I like to boil water and then put it in here and then pour it down, because when you do pour over, you don't want boiling water. You want the water to be around 200 degrees. But also the other thing is, even though this is all steel, it doesn't get hot. I mean, it gets warm, but it's comfortable to the touch. But anyway, you know, this is my just quick review of the coffee drip pot from Takahiro. I highly recommend it. I've been using it for the last few weeks, and in the back is all the equipment I use to make my pour over. And maybe I'll make another video showing each of these other parts, but basically all you need is the coffee drip pot, which I recommend, the Takahiro, and the most other popular items are the Hario, server. Basically this pot right here where where the coffee gets in, but you don't need it. I mean, all you really need is basically this part, which is the dripper, which is they call it the V60 dripper from Hario. And again, I'll put the link below for you guys. And this is the version 02. I think the 01 is a little smaller, but everyone recommends the 02. And you definitely need, paper filters. And again, Hario, great company. And I think a pack of these for 100 of these is about like $5-6 on Amazon. I'll drop the link below again. And I really recommend you guys get coffee grinder. You can get a manual one, and you want to grind fresh beans with it because it really affects the taste. And last but not least, you should get a scale. I mean, once you get used to it, you probably don't need a scale, but what I like to do is I like to put 30 grams of coffee, and then I basically pour over until it reaches about 330 grams. Then I stop the pour over. But all this equipment is basically all you need. It looks like a lot of stuff, but actually it's not too bad. I think everything cost me, besides the scale, I forgot how much I bought the scale for, but everything cost me in total maybe like shy of like $150, $160. I think the second most expensive thing compared, in comparison to the drip coffee pot is probably the grinder here, the manual grinder. I think it's like 30 bucks or so. I mean, because due to the popularity of pour over coffee, I think everything's been going up in price. But this is my setup, and again, I really recommend this pot. And let me pause the video here, and I'll do a quick brew to show you guys, how this thing performs. All right, guys. So I basically grinded up 30 grams of coffee. I like 30 grams. Some people have different preferences, but I did 30 grams, and then on the scale, maybe it's hard to see, but it says 30 grams. And what I usually like to do is I like to tar it again, reset it to 0, and basically let me make sure everything's distributed in there. And then what I'll show you guys is I poured boiling water into here. It was at 208. I got the Shuro Jirashi water boiler. I think I have a video. I'll drop the link below, or put it up here somewhere. But anyway, I put hot water in here, about close to boiling water, and basically now all you gotta do is start pouring it. And what I like to do is I like to start with maybe pouring 50 grams into the dripper. So you want to go in circles. I mean, I'll make a better video next time, but basically just want to show you guys this in use. And again, as I said, even though the water is super hot, I mean the pot itself is super hot, you can't really touch it. The handle is just cool. And basically I'll just continue pouring to show you guys the flow, and it's super precise control in my opinion. I did try the V60, the Hario V60 dripper, and similar, but I just like to feel this Takahiro dripper. And it's a little hard to do the video and pour at the same time, but I hope this shows you guys enough about this drip pot. If you guys are on the fence about getting the Hario or some other brand versus Takahiro, I really recommend this one. I really like it. It looks nice. It has more of like a classic style in my opinion than the Hario, which kind of just looks kind of boring in my opinion, too modern. But another benefit, again, I said this one's made in Japan, or stainless steel, and yeah, it's a great dripper. And you can see I'm just exaggerating the pour, but super great control. I can pause it, can start it again, and basically once I hit 300 I'll stop. And again, this is just my technique, and for this video I kind of rushed it. Usually I like to pause at 100 gram steps, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you're a big coffee geek like me, leave a comment below, or you have any questions, or you like this video, or you want me to do other videos, let me know. I mean, take care, guys. Thanks again for watching my videos. I know I've been changing it up. I've been doing a lot more like home stuff. This stuff I use on a daily basis. And again, I give you guys my honest review, and I show you guys the things I use in my life to make my life more enjoyable or just more fun. Until next time, take care, and catch you guys in the next video.